want to start with ELS before Kim gets here, and then we get into that?
Yeah.
The ELS conference, formerly known as CIS, it is now the Emerging Leaders Seminar. This way we are able to incorporate a broader group of people like us. We have now not only conference interns, but we have graduate assistants, we have other interns from colleges, from institutions, from our member institutions, from other conferences, and from all over who have a desire to continue in athletics and pursue a career. And so this is a way for them to network and socialize, and then also just to really learn about what direction they want to go into in the athletic field.
Now that we have, the numbers set, Brad and I are going to be able to come through with pretty much a finalized budget. Matt, how many speakers are we still waiting to hear about for travel arrangements? You're given this task back in August, and you're kind of just given, you just have to run with it. You have no idea where to go, but you can go wherever you want. You're given latitude to really set your own standards, do what you want, and there's not really anyone looking over our shoulder saying, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. So we first get this, and it's kind of daunting at first, and you kind of divide things up, and you want to make sure that everyone has a role and everyone, feels like they're doing something and no one's overburdened. But when you have a group of 19 interns, who have done so much already and they're just motivated in general. It's tough to make sure that everyone, has enough to do. Essentially the conference is all about who's going to come speak, who's going to be providing the information to the people coming.
Matt, who's our D2 AD?
D2 AD is Scott Wiegand from Bellarmine University.
And who are the other ones? So we've got
the other two that we're waiting on is Damon Evans and Kevin Carr.
We're doing travel arrangements, right? Not travel arrangements, but documenting all the different travel information for registration. So anyone that knows anybody that hasn't turned anything, just give them a forewarning. And then we're also going to start looking at travel arrangements and everything for the speakers.
There's been I've learned quickly a number of different challenges. So identifying speakers, done. Asking them and getting them to accept, done. Now it's getting here. Driving's been a lot easier because you just say, we'll reimburse you for the mileage. Flying's a whole nother situation in terms of meeting their schedules, meeting their needs. If someone like to be on a window versus an aisle. If they'd like to fly in and then fly out, or if they'd like to stay in for a hotel, how many nights.
The last time I talked to him, he said that through his travel agent, that they book a flight that's lower than our rate, and if he does go that way, he'll pay for it himself. And he'll just need a hotel room.
It's been about customer service and making sure they understand that there's a reason we sought them out, and we really are excited for them to come. And just looking at that as a potential challenge, but one that we're eager to meet.
There is a networking event on the program, and Jocelyn is going to be spearheading that effort, so she might contact you for names of people in your department that are outgoing and would be beneficial for participants.
You're there, yes, you want to listen to the speakers and the sessions, you get a lot out of it, but the other half is meeting the people that you're going to be attending the conference with. And you're going to make those connections and those networking opportunities. So I think the entertainment committee, it's not just having fun, but it's also for them, it's to give them a chance to socialize and kind of network amongst each other and really kind of make those connections that we've been fortunate enough to have so far.
Yeah, our group's main goal when participants leave this conference, that they're going to feel confident that, first of all, that they do have a future in intercollegiate athletics if they want to go. If anything, we want this to be inspirational, motivational. We want to be like, you know what, this is something I can crack, this is something I can get involved in. And, there's tons of opportunity there. I think there's a myth that, unless you have an ins, unless you know someone, you're not going to get in. That's not true. Sure, networking is a big part of it. But when you leave this place, you're going to realize, when you leave this conference, you're going to realize that, first of all, there's so many different areas of intercollegiate athletics that you can get involved in, and that, everyone has their niche. And I think when you leave this conference, you're going to get a nice landscape of the entire picture. You're going to kind of be able to see, okay, this is where I see myself fitting. And you're going to be able to have a clear goal of how to get there and, who to contact and, with the different networking opportunities you've had.